Fanfic Corner, presented by Jennifer. Replacement. Rayla notices, sometimes, how easy it is to slip into life at the castle. She spars with Soren and plays games with Ezrin, when he has time to play them, of course, and she slots into Callum's side like she belongs there. But at times it feels kind of odd. In some ways, it feels like the spot's always been there. Others, it feels like it once has been occupied by someone else. It's a quiet day in the library when Rayla remembers that it was. She and Callum are hidden away amongst the shelves today, cushions thrown all over the floor, books piled at their feet in a sort of half-fort around them. The castle's librarian won't be pleased if she finds them like this. But Callum likes to read, and Rayla enjoys the way his voice hums in his chest, and it's nice to just be together without being shut away in their room. The thought feels intrusive in this piece, but Callum notices the frown set into her lips before she does and pauses in his reading. What's the matter? Rayla pursed her lips, unsure how to say it. It's not like it's his fault she feels this way, but there's no real way to put it without making it sound like he somehow caused it. She takes a breath. Am I? She starts awkwardly. She glances away. Am I a replacement? Callum stares at her. A what? A replacement. Rayla swallows and fidgets with her hands. It feels like this would have been Claudia if things were different. If I hadn't turned up. Callum's lips pull downward. There's hurt in his eyes, and not for the first time, Rayla remembers how much Claudia's betrayal must have hurt him. That night at the Moon Nexus wasn't that long ago, and he'd loved her then, Rayla thinks, before things between them began to unravel. As much as she wants to believe that all of that had been Claudia's doing, Rayla knows it's partly her fault too. What would have happened, she wonders, if she had never appeared? Why do you think that? Asks Callum at last. Did I? No, Rayla says quickly. You didn't do anything. This then Claudia, I think, if things were different, she'd be the one messing around with Soren and playing with Ez and maybe even courting you. Sometimes it just feels like I took her place, you know? Callum snaps the book shut entirely and sets it down with a heavy thunk. He studies her a moment, his brow knit together over the seriousness of his eyes. Then, very gently, he takes her cheek and presses a tender kiss against her lips. "You're not a replacement," he murmurs. "You could never be a replacement. Claudia made her choice, and it was the wrong one. Yours carved you a new spot. It made you family, and we could never think of you as anything less." "But," Rayla takes a breath, "you loved her." "I liked her," corrects Callum. "It was more a crush than anything. I love you." He brings her fingers to his lips then and kisses them too. Gentle, butterfly-like. Intimate. "I love you," he says again, deeper than I ever liked her. "You're not a replacement, Rayla. You could never be." He keeps her hands against his lips, a demonstration, a promise. Rayla breathes again and smiles, because she believes him.